Man, Mondays suck. I don't think I'll trade Mondays again. Like ES, they suck. CL, they kinda suck. My backtest sucks. My live trading sucks. I hate Mondays. But the rest of the week, I crushed. We didn't lose a trade for the rest of the week. And I was trading while in Thailand on the beach. So it was like, you know those moments where you dreamed of? I'm just pressing buttons on the beach, sipping mojitos. I was doing that. That was cool. So another week breakdown. So today we're looking at the week that was 11th to the 15th of August 2025. So usually I start out again on the daily and I'm looking for basically I look for whatever was the last fair value gap. That's my strategy when it comes to daily bias, is very easy. So I look at my charts and I see, okay, we're clearly got fair value gaps to the downside. So we have ones here that are long, but we've come up here, we've nuked down here, set fair value gap here, fair value gap here, fair value gap here. So as I said before, fair value gaps to me are the footprints of big money. So we automatically know that, okay, we're bearish, and I'm bearish all week. And then we go to the 4 hour, and if we're bearish on the daily, then we mark out our 4 hour fair value gaps, and that's it. Okay, and also what I do is I mark out the previous day, which was clearly the Friday, and that's it. Now I'm set for the week. Not so hard, guys. Okay, so here we are on the 5 minute. So this is the Asian range that starts. So we start with Monday Asia, we come through. We're looking for basically the midpoint of the implied daily range to be broken after 2 o'clock. That's my strategy. Okay, there it happens. There we go. So we have, okay, so the high of Asia has already been swept, okay? And we did come up to premium. So this is a valid trade. But now we'll have to zoom in and see if we can get a trade. So go into the 1 minute, and then we have a character break, okay? So if I was trading this live, my entry would have been right here. Right, but I don't think we have enough RR. Okay, 1.27, so not enough, right? So I want to get at least 2, okay? So we're going to chill out here and see if we can get a fill. But we don't want to see a character break to the opposite side, because if that happens, then the trade's not valid, and we wait. So this liquidity is still waiting down there, so we still have a trade. So character break, okay? So we don't take this trade. We wait. We wait. Okay, character break again, but the risk reward is not worth it. So we wait again. Equal highs taken. Okay, character break, boys. We're still waiting for our fill. Still waiting for our fill. Let's speed this up a little bit. Character break. So again, we're not in this trade yet. We're still waiting. Okay, now we want it here. We want it here. Now, if we get a character break, I want to see a fair value gap printed and a character break. Okay, fair value gap, see up the side. Okay, there. Boom. That's our entry right here. Okay, so that's where we enter. 2.7R. Bang. That's our first entry for the Monday. Okay. And then we'll see what happens. We play it out. Stop. Stopped out. Okay. So we're -1. Anchor that. Okay. So that's that. So now I go to the 5 minute. And I'm looking where potentially, I like 5 minute fair value gaps because I can see some good reactions. So we have one here, we have one up here. We're also in premium, so that's everything's good. Okay, so we're tagging that now. So I'm looking for another C break. And now, this fair value gap, gone. So again, there's liquidity resting down here, okay? We have a broken model and we have an Asian low that hasn't been taken yet. So I'm expecting price to want to hunt that later. And that's my entire model. So I'm waiting. Still waiting, still wants to come up higher. So we continue to wait. And now it's taken this as well. And now we're actually at a higher time frame fair value gap at the moment. So I'm now expecting lower liquidity. It's a high level fair value gap. So this is something I want to see. And again, after this day's played out, I want to show you why I didn't like today. But then that's the next trade. So clearly price looks really freaking bullish. Okay. But, you know, this would have been a banger. Looking at 7.5 R. And you guessed it. It loses. Okay. So the reason, firstly, number one, I hate Mondays. But number two, this is something I have noticed. It isn't something I've sufficiently back tested yet, but it's something that you should be aware of. So you have the New York range from the day before, which was the Friday, right? If you have Asia and London, their daily ranges are smaller than New York. You are expecting a squeeze. Okay, you're expecting, and by that I mean you're expecting price to kind of take the highs of New York or the lows to take both sides. And you see here that Asia has kind of taken this close of the box, and now we have the open of the box up here. So this is the implied daily range, and what happens? It takes the bottom and rips the top. So when I'm shorting these against the squeeze model, as we call it, it's not gone my way. And you see, yeah, it basically comes up to the top of the range. The thing is, it doesn't even take it. It basically comes up to this bearish order block, and then it decides that it wants to go down. But this is New York playing out. But even that, like, New York doesn't actually want to come down and fill me down here. So yeah, negative 2R. I wasn't happy about the day, but that's trading. But yeah, if you see a New York that's very big like this, and then you have Asia and you have London's where their daily ranges have opened inside, then expect price to kind of take both sides of the New York range. Expect a squeeze. You're expecting a violent movement up or down. And when you see this come down here and take this, you're probably expecting that if this is just heading up like this, that it's probably going to try and close the range. Again, it's something I haven't sufficiently back tested yet, but I'm now in the process of doing it because I think it's something that can be very important to my trading. Anyway, that was Monday. Monday was done, and then we have, so this is Friday, the next day. So I pull out the next day. So we have a new range, which was this Tuesday. But again, we're still bearish. We head to the 4 hour. Did this fair value gap get closed? Just. Yeah, it's done. Okay, that's it. Right, so then we move to the next day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, a little boring. I think most of my trades come at the end of the week. So here we have ADR, which is false, which means we don't take trades till at least 4:30. You see you have the Asian high here. doesn't get taken. We get the low taken. This is one of those trades that kind of annoyed me as well, because we get the low taken, right? Then we come up, we get the high taken, so we had the double manipulation, and then we have the dump off. Okay, so basically, if I hadn't seen this play happen, if it had just come down here and not taken that low, come up, then took this high, then it would have been a great short. But that's not my system. If I see both sides taken, then I'm not going to take that trade because we've had the manipulation move. And generally, if you see the low get taken first, there's a higher probability that's going to go long. So if you're in a short bias, it's not worth taking. I mean, double manipulations do happen, but again, it's not a strategy that I want to employ. Okay, now we have here London high, London low. So London is false. So for here, I want to see this high get taken, and then I would short it. So we come in, and it doesn't look like. Oh, my mistake. This is actually New York. Yeah, so I wasn't even in this trade. So we had a false London, so I would have wanted to short this high here. Obviously, we got nowhere near close, and by then, yeah, it's too late. Like this, there's nothing. That's just a sit out. So no trades that day, which is fine. I mean, I'm happy with no trades. I mean, no trades means don't lose any money. Okay, so this was the next day. Again, we're just continual short bias. I keep it very simple with my bias. I'm not looking, okay, it's taken this liquidity, or it's taken this zone. I don't anticipate reversals at all. I just trade the charts, and I'm still just bearish. I mean, CL is just bearish. I'm just going to keep trading short until I get a fair value gap print the other way. Until that happens, I'm just happy to stay short. Okay, so this is CL. So we start the Wednesday, well, yeah, Tuesday night, early Wednesday. First thing you do is you do get a sweep of the daily lows to start. But yeah, look what it does. Comes down, takes it, and then continues downwards. And again, I wouldn't be short on this because it's in discount, and also it's taken the previous day's low, so there's actually more of a bullish, and that's what this bullish move was. If you had a bullish bias, you could have long this to there. That would have been a decent trade. But again, I'm short bias for a reason. Look at price, just wants to head down. Right. Yeah, the problem with this trade, so you have 825, 830, then it rips up. So you have no broken model at this point, okay? No broken model. But now you do. So you move this down, move this up. So we know that 2R, go to the 1 minute. There's my break. We don't have the broken model. Okay, here I am. So I'm in right here. I'm in right here. You see it comes down, it's now broken the model. There we go. Okay, that's it. So you have a 2R. So it takes us to what, 0? So it's sitting on 0. So after 8:30, I do take trades against the premium or discount after 8:30. Before 8:30, no, I do not. I need that volume to come in. And if I'm going to see this come up, take this after 8:30, I'm happy. I'll take that. So we come down. Okay, it's 0. All right. I think that's done for the. That's done. That's done. Okay, so that we're up to 0R now. Sweet. Okay, so let's roll into, that was Wednesday, which came way down. I know it's tagging into this higher time frame fair value gap, but I don't care. I just stay forever bearish until I get a fair value gap printed in the opposite direction, and that's it. All right, next day. I could could have trailed this, but right. So now we're up to Thursday. So I believe Thursday, I got a winner on Thursday and Friday, I believe. Let me check. Okay, so here's what happens here. Broken model, okay. There's a trade. Roll in. Then I had a, yep. And then we had to wait for a character break. Okay, so it's taken the high, broken model, sweeps the high, still waiting. We need that character break. We're still waiting for that character break. All right, there it is. There's the character break. Okay, there's the character break. So we put our stop above the high. And our target is the Asian low. We can see we can't take, and here was my entry right here, 2R. That was my entry. All right, and we played it out. Almost stopped me out. I hated this PA as well because you had a top. I mean, how many times do you see that many tops? 5 tops in the 1 minute. And I believe it was a couple more on the 1 minute. Just look at that 5 minute. A quadruple top? I mean, for me, in my mind, like that was gonna get taken. I was gonna get stopped. I just hated seeing that, but I had to take the trade because it was in my system. And then eventually, bang, there it is. All right. 2R. See, it wasn't the greatest week. 2R. We made $2,000. Not the greatest week, but we made $8 last week. So 10 grand in 2 weeks. Can't complain. And look what happened after that too. I mean, if you had a bullish bias, happy days. But then I'm just going to skip through because Friday there was nothing. Nothing happened on Friday, remember. So we'll just skip right through it. Just to talk through it though. So we have Friday. But I think did we even flip bullish bias on the Friday? I think we did. No. Yeah, because this was the Thursday. Yeah. This is Thursday. Okay, I wanted to show you this too. This is something I have started looking at because if we had the previous high taken, and look at that, it just goes all the way down. So you get the previous, which actually a little less than that. So yeah, back here. All right. So you see, you had the previous high swept in Asia, and then it just dumped. All right. So, I mean, that's a trade some people do take, but not for me. I look for the broken models, and that's it. That's the week. So yeah, $2,000 this week. Again, it's not a losing month, so that's what's 10R in 2 weeks. I mean, you can't complain with that. Again, not the best week, but not a losing week either. All right, so that's it, guys. See you in the next one.